Hello. I want to talk about immigration. What's going on in this country is a lot of political incorrectness that's going on right now. The left is calling the Donald Trump and his administration or Republican racist, which is not the case at all. It just They're saying that we're building the wall to divide us from Mexico. No, we're not. We never sat there and said that, no, if you're from Mexico or South America or Central America, you can't come into the United States. We're not saying that. Come legally. Come to our ports legally. Become U.S. citizens. Be legal. Learn English. We shouldn't have to cater to anybody just because they don't know how to speak English. This is America. We speak English. So if I went to Mexico or Central America or South America and I sat there and said, you need to cater to me because I speak English, so you need to stop speaking Spanish or whatever language you speak to cater to me, and I wouldn't expect that. So I don't understand why immigrants, I'm not saying all, think that we should cater to them just because they don't know how to speak English. We need the border. We need a wall. It's a joke. We have a chicken fence that separates us from two different countries. Countries got to have borders. Otherwise, if they didn't have any borders, then it wouldn't be a country. It would just be a whole of what? If we didn't have any borders, Mexico, Canada, America, all together, just what? The border, a lot of coyotes that come and that go and they sneak, illegal aliens over here for money, cocaine, all that. We need a wall. We don't actually think that the wall is going to stop, immigrants from ever coming into this country. We're just going to regulate it. There's nothing wrong with regulating it. So, anyways, anybody who agrees with us putting anyone that thinks that if I want to put a wall up, I'm a racist. I'm not a racist. I'm half Mexican and white. I am in touch. I know my culture, my Mexican culture. Okay, and believe me, it's not racism. Come on. There's the majority in Texas is like 84% Hispanic, anyways. I mean, there's more Hispanics in this state of Texas and California and Nevada, and the majority is pretty much is Hispanic. I think that Hispanics actually are no longer even a minority in that case, but I don't agree that the family should be separated. I don't believe that should ever have happened. I disagree on that. I think that's wrong. And of course, the racism comes because of what Donald Trump said. Mexicans are rapists and they're murderers and drug dealers. So yeah, I guess I would have taken that away. I would have taken that too. I would have been like, yeah, he's racist. But there's no way that he could put up a wall and say that if you're Hispanic, you can't come into this country. That's never going to stop unless he's a dictator or, and I know a lot of the left thinks that the right or the Republican Party is Nazis and that Donald Trump's Hitler. Believe me, if he was Hitler, I think he would be baking Mexicans in ovens and killing them off. That's not what's happening. The children are taken care of very well in their where they're staying. I mean, they get medical care. They get they get meals. They actually even attend school there. So I don't know why they're comparing that to Nazi Germany, because that's like comparing apples with oranges. That doesn't make sense. So, but you got Maxine Waters stirring it up more and making it worse. Actually, she's promoting violence. When was that? When was that ever okay? Promoting violence. That's usually that's what the Nazis do. That's what the KKK did. they did all that with violence. And you're on the left, you're supposed to believe in liberty and freedom and you know, everybody together and all that. But because they're losing, because the House of Representatives, Congress, you know, Supreme Court is almost Republican, get over it. That's just the way it is. Obama was president for 8 years, and you know, and it was Democratic. That was the Democratic Party's time. This is the Republicans' time. So just get over it. And you know, like Maxine Waters stirring up trouble. Oh, if you see anyone from the Donald Trump's administration that's in a department store, a gas station, a grocery store, you what, harass them, call them names? It's ridiculous what she's trying to like stir up. She's the one that's stirring up hate. She's the one that's doing it. She's like the enemy of the state. She's against Donald Trump, fighting against Donald Trump and the Republican administration. It's ridiculous. So, well, anyways, that's all my thoughts. So if you agree with me,